Okay. Do not fall, cunt. Threes, everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode. This is the show where I talk about 3 brand new singles every single week. I also talk about EPs and albums. As long as there are 3 separate things that I'm talking about, it's fine. And we got some pretty big shit to talk about today. You know what? The boys are back. Fucking enter Shikari. I talked about them in the first episode of this show in their new song, The Dreamers Hotel, and I fucking loved it. And they have dropped a new single called The King. And The Dreamers Hotel was fantastic. I loved it. It's one of my favorite songs of the year so far. And after hearing The King, I'm still really fucking excited for this album. I might be more excited for this album than I am for the 1975 album, which is fucking weird, because I've been looking forward to that album for so long, ever since they announced it. But this song is also great, and it came out today, or yesterday, kind of. For me anyway, I'm recording this on Monday, and it came out on Sunday, right? Like, I don't know. I don't do research. But for some reason on Spotify it says that it's coming out on the 11th, which is a bit weird. But seriously, listening to the song, like, this is something I instantly wanted to hear again. And this song is a lot less rock inspired, and it's not like a punk song or like a rock song, really. This is a lot more rap influenced, and there's a lot of rapping in the song, actually, which I think is really fucking cool. And that is something they've done before, but as I said in the first video, I haven't gone back and listened to all of their discography yet, because I haven't had time to do it recently. Like, holy shit. There have been so many fucking crazy albums coming out lately that I can't even keep up. So I had no time to go back and like listen to more of their stuff. But I've seen a lot of people say in the comments of the video and stuff like that it's like a mix of a lot of their different sounds, like a lot of their different albums, which I think is cool, because like bringing back old sounds and implementing it into their new sound is really fucking cool, and it seems to be working here. So, and even though this song is pretty different from The Dreamers Hotel, it still feels like it's on the same album. I have a feeling that this album is kind of going to be all over the place, but really consistent at the same time, in the sense that they'll explore a lot of genres and do a lot of different shit, and some people might think, what the fuck is this? How is this one album? But I still feel like it fits the style of what they're going for. I still feel like it's under the same umbrella, you know? I wrote down kinda rap shit. Not in a negative way, I just kind of wrote it down because it's like more rap, hip-hop inspired, but it's really like, it's industrial rap, rock, punk. They're enter Shikari. That's the genre. And there is so much going on in this song production-wise. There's so many details to it, and there's so many tiny little things that you can hear, and so many weird sounds, and like, it's experimental, but it's still pretty accessible. Like, it still has a really catchy chorus, and it stays fun throughout. And also, I love the lyrics to this song. I really like it. It's just, the chorus is, I used to be the king, but they took everything. They even stole my crown. I'm gonna track you down. His rapping really reminds me of like Dan Bull, if you've ever heard of him. He's a YouTuber who does a lot of raps about video games and stuff like that, and about other shit too. He's done stuff with the Yogscast and plenty of different gaming parody raps. And he has a pretty cool voice, and I grew up with a lot of his stuff. And this kind of brings me back to that, because their voices are pretty similar and they have the same accent and everything, and yeah. So it just brings me back to those days of listening to Dan Bull, and that's cool. I will always appreciate someone who does that. So I think that's pretty much all I can say about this song. I know this album is gonna be weird. Like, I know we're gonna get a lot of different styles on it, because The Dreamers Hotel was the first single, which was more accessible to people who haven't listened to Enter Shikari before, I think. And then you got this one, which is completely different, but still kind of the same, but it shows a different side of their style. There's so many details in this song, like in the production, mixing and stuff like that. And I'm not sure if they're producing everything themselves right now. I know that the vocalist is a producer, but they've had producers with them, so I don't know if he's co-producing it, or if he's doing it himself, or if the band as a whole is doing it themselves. But I don't care, because it's fucking working for them anyway. And I love when bands do a lot of the producing themselves. This, like, Bring Me the Horizon is a good example of that. They produce themselves because they want their music to be exactly what they want it to be. So yeah, enjoyable. I feel like I haven't said enough, but I had points, and I'm just like, what? I know exactly what I wanted to say, so okay, I'll move on. Norwegian metalcore. I'll be honest, I haven't heard a lot of Norwegian metalcore, and it's sad, because I really want Norway to have a metalcore scene. I am from Norway, for those of you who don't who didn't know that. I found a Norwegian metalcore. I didn't actually find it. Someone I know just sent this song to me, and it's Norwegian metalcore, and it's pretty fucking good. And I can fucking guarantee that you haven't heard of them. This band is called LYKA. I'm just gonna call them LYKA because they're Norwegian. I'm just gonna say it in the most Norwegian fucking way possible. So this band LYKA is a Norwegian metalcore band, and that was the first thing that made me excited about this, because I was just like, holy shit, because I literally couldn't name you any other metalcore bands from Norway. I don't know. So I was just glad to hear that, like, this style, this kind of modern metalcore style, was being done by a Norwegian band. And this is their debut single. I'm just gonna stop myself real quick. This band used to be called Strain of Thoughts, so it's not their first single ever, but they did pick up 2 new vocalists, a singer and a screamer, so I just wanted to say that, you know. This song feels kind of like if you took, you know, the auto-tuned vocal parts of Stick Stickly by Attack Attack? If you took that style, dialed down the auto-tune a lot, and mixed it with like Scar Symmetry kind of screams, especially the song Morphogenesis, and then mix those 2 things with modern kind of metalcore, that I Prevail Bow Down kind of style. That is how you get this song. That is how this song was created. Oh yeah, the song is called Intoxicated, by the way. I forgot to fucking say the Jesus. And yeah, this chorus is fantastic. And when I say that, you know, the auto-tune vocals and stuff like that, I don't mean that in a bad way. So yeah, I'm really fucking liking this song. This is just a good, catchy metalcore song. Like, it's really fucking good. This is a band that I will definitely be paying attention to, because this is their first song and it's this good, and they're from Norway, so I really want to see them live, and it would be really fucking cool to do that. I don't know if I have any more to really say about the song. The first thing I wrote down in my notes was just Norwegian metalcore. Finally! And I knew the second that I heard it that I had to talk about it, because holy shit, when I stumble upon a band like this, Norwegian metalcore, and it's fucking good, I will be talking about it on this show. Last project of the day! Hi, by the way. I'm recording this on a different day because I didn't have time to record the last segment of the show the day I was recording, so I'm doing it now. Anyway, the last thing we're going to talk about today is the new Silverstein album. The album's called A Beautiful Place to Drown, and it was one of my most anticipated albums of the year. They released 4 singles for this album, and they were all fucking incredible. And one thing you might notice as well is that they all have features on them. Every single has a feature, and I just thought that was kind of neat. And the features are really good too. I really like the Caleb Shomo feature. I think he sounds fucking incredible in that, on the song Burn It Down. He just has, like, it's what I want from Caleb, that I feel like he put into, like, early Beartooth, but maybe not as much in the new stuff. I feel like, fuck you, Chair. I think that song brings out the best in his voice, so I thought that was cool. And you also have features from Eric Gillespie on the song Infinite, which is really fucking catchy. It's just like, that's all of these songs. Like, all these singles, if I have to describe them in one word, it's catchy and fun. That's 2 words. And then Bad Habits came out, which is the single that really brought me in. Read the lyrics. They literally made a song about me. It's the most relatable fucking song I've heard in a while. And then you have Madness, which I kind of loved even more. The chorus in this song is just so fucking fun, and that's the best part of this band. Like, the way that they just make their melodies is so incredible. And of course, when you hear 4 singles that are, you know, straight up fucking bangers, you start to wonder what's the rest of the album gonna sound like. If it's this good, will the rest of the album live up to those expectations? And this album is Bangers the album. Fucking Slappers the musical. I was actually only gonna talk about Madness, and then the whole album came out, and I was kind of shocked because I forgot the fucking release date, and then it just came out, and like, I was like, I have a lot more to talk about now. But when I was writing some notes for when I was gonna talk about Madness, I wrote down, what the fuck is with this band and dropping only bangers lately? There's not a single, even mediocre song on this album, in my opinion. I think this is fucking incredible. You could pick so many of these songs as singles. So many of them could be singles. I really love Shane as a vocalist. I think I just think he has a really fucking nice voice, and my grandma thinks so as well. So that's now a fact. This is just a band flexing that, like, oh, that we're incredible. They're not saying it, they're fucking showing it. Because I can tell you right now, this is a very easy album to get through, because every song is so much fun, and I don't feel like there is fat on this album at all, really. I mean, it's 37 minutes, so like, there's not much, you know, that could be, I would hope at least, for an album with this length. But I'm still super impressed with the way that this album flows. This album has been on repeat ever since it came out, and it is now the 11th of March. And I love that they start with Bad Habits as the intro and then Burn It Down, and then a new song called Where Are You? So that you have 2 singles, then a new song, and then you get Infinite, which is another single, and then 2 new songs, Shapeshift and All On Me, and then Madness, the final single. And I think that's a really good way of doing it, at least for this album, especially with just how strong the singles were. You start off with what was maybe my favorite single, and then another one of my favorite singles. They're all my fucking favorites. Who am I fucking... And then you get a new song, Where Are You? Which is, like, that could have been a single as well. And then you get Infinite and so on. I love the rhythm of the chorus in the song Shapeshift. I think it's a chorus that stands out, but like they all kind of stand out, so I don't. And then you got All On Me, which is the most like calm song on the album, and it has a really cool sax solo, which I just really fucking loved. Say Yes is a really fun and upbeat track that always gets me going. So good. Stop is a little bit more of an aggressive track. I really like the feature in Madness as well. I think it really works with the song. It features Princess Nokia, and I've never listened to her, so I don't really know, like, I can't compare it to anything by her. But I think it's cool that they're working with someone who is not in the genre at all. September 14th has a really... It's a kind of calm chorus. It doesn't like explode into this like screaming shit, but there's energy there. It's just a little bit more laid back, but still has that punch. But it's also a very angry song towards the end of it, and lyrically as well. And I think that this might be one of the most catchy songs of the album, in my opinion. But like, they are all the catchiest song on the album, so I don't... Coming Down is the second to last song on the album, and it's also great. I don't know, like, I don't feel like I can say anything that hasn't already been said, you know? But it's still just a super fun and great track. And then you got the last track, Take What You Give, which features the vocalist of Simple Plan. This song features some acoustic guitars, and they blend it really well. They make it work. I think it works as a closer. It's probably the one that I would choose for a closer on this album anyway, but it doesn't end the album in like a what the fuck way, you know? But it does the job, and it's another great track. They're all great. There's not a single bad song on this album. Actually, I would say that there's not a single even mediocre track on this album. I would say that they're all really good. So I definitely recommend this album. This is one of my favorite records so far this year, and I definitely feel like I will be coming back to it in the future. And that is pretty much it for this episode of Threes. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I know I haven't been uploading on the days that I said I would, but it's not always that easy to write shit for this and to do it, but I'm getting better at it, and hopefully I'm improving with my everything. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, and also comment down below what you want me to review on this show. If you have any suggestions for bands or artists or like release dates that you want me to know about, I'll check out anything, and if I have enough to say about it, I will definitely talk about it on this show. Other than that, if you are new here and you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more. I try to do these every week, so if you enjoy the show, there'll be a new episode next week, and you can also check out the last 3 episodes by clicking the thing that's gonna come up soon or whatever. I don't know when it's gonna... Fuck you. And that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next video, and yeah. Goodbye!